The UFC press conference just wrapped up, and I'm here to break it all down and give you the highlights and a complete recap of pretty much all the big notes from the night. It took place later in the evening, of course, as we know, and it was a time where a lot of these guys are going through their weight cuts, so some were more talkative than others, and others were ready for a fight. Merab Dvalishvili came to fight tonight. We'll start off with a couple of highlights, though. Kevin Holland, to get things started, had a quick little quip and a request for his fight against Reinier de Ridder.
I just be talking shit. He gonna blow up by Saturday night, but his chin's gonna be his chin and he's gonna get knocked out. So give me like 2 minutes before you shoot any shots, bro. I don't want to do any wrestling until we're about 3 minutes into the fight, all right? Appreciate you.
So Kevin Holland, ever the more talented, physically gifted fighter that you could find across the UFC, yet somehow manages to get himself into an excuse fest of losing in moments where he could potentially win. I really like Kevin Holland in terms of what he brings to the table in a fight, but this guy always seems to fall short. Now he likes to joke around and make, jokes out of just about everything in general. Kind of that happy-go-lucky kind of guy, but this guy really could be something, and I wish he would actually apply himself, and he could be something special. However, he likes to downplay his own skills, stand on the feet, and not cut weight as much as he needs to, and we'll see what happens when he fights Reinier de Ridder, the more recent graduate from the ONE Championship side of things, came over to the UFC after competing in ONE Championship, took on GM3, defeated GM3. It was kind of a close fight. This is a tough test. Kevin Holland is nobody to sneeze at, so we'll see if Reinier de Ridder can get it done. Let's see what he had to say in regards to the fights.
God, I'm enjoying this here. You Americans are crazy. You're like a party, man. Who's drinking tonight? Who's drinking? Hey!
A bit of a goofball, but he's a man of the people. We can say that about Reinier de Ridder. He's a fun character. How well is his career going to pan out in the UFC? How well is his UFC run going to go? Not so sure yet, but if he gets it done against Kevin Holland, he will be making it up those rankings. We'll see what the UFC does with him going forward, win or lose. Beneil Dariush obviously fighting Manny Moicano, who we'll get to in a second. This is what Beneil Dariush had to say about his fight with Moicano.
He respects you, but he wants to beat the shit out of you. So what are you expecting on Saturday? How do you see this fight playing out?
First of all, I concur with Moicano. For the first responders and the firefighters, we praise God for you. We thank you.
Let's go.
Man, let's see. It's kill or die. It's always been like that. So it's either I die or he dies. That's the way it goes.
Ever the kind and generous Beneil Dariush. This is kind of his last foray into the top echelon of the division. He's 35 years old now. He's getting up there in age, and he's had 2 knockout losses in a row. Can he turn it around against Manny Moicano? I tend to think not so much. Let's take a look at how Moicano entered the stage. There he is, throwing the money to the guy. Money fucking Moicano. He's here, and he's here to stay. He's here to bang. Let's take a listen to him.
I cannot afford to lose. I respect Beneil Dariush.
I cannot afford to lose.
He's well-rounded, but guess what? I'm winning. I cannot afford to lose. Free market capitalism. You eat what you kill, and I'm kill him to get money. Let's fucking go.
Moicano is becoming quite the star in the UFC over the last year, simply based on his activity, his promotional skills, and the fact that he gets in there and fights hard. That's how you win over the fans. You fight often, you fight hard, you fight clean, you get in there, do your business, and then put on a mean promo after. Moicano is one of the biggest stars in the UFC, and the crowd there afterwards proves just that. Merab Dvalishvili obviously will be taking on Umar Nurmagomedov. Umar Nurmagomedov was picking and prodding at Merab the entire night. He got Merab going off on tangents that completely lost the fans. Umar is a little bit of a devious little kid up there. He gets in there and he just pokes and prods and annoys Merab to the bitter end, and it's absolutely hysterical to watch unfold because Merab takes things so seriously and so angrily. Meanwhile, Umar is up there just having fun.
From him. Of course, he's not Georgian. He can't even represent Kazakhstan. She represents Russia. Umar, good luck Saturday night. We gotta find out.
Merab doesn't speak the best English, but he speaks decent enough. But man, he gets lost in his words. Every single sentence he utters, this guy is losing track of what he was trying to say, and it comes off as foolish and endearing nonetheless. Now, Yuri Prochazka had a lot to say, and some good positivity came out of this, and he really just understands and loves the fact that martial arts, and deep down he understands what martial arts is about. The respect, the love, the creativity, and the positivity that can come from martial arts. Let's take a listen to what he had on his mind coming into this. As you see, he cut his hair. Now, what exactly was that for?
Hello, everyone. His hair was inspired by Ashley. That girl she's fighting with cancer. She will come tomorrow, and all the oncologist patients. And this is my showing the solidarity, because it's about the sending the good energy, you know. And yesterday, I reached 1 million followers on Instagram. So I will give for each other 1 million by my foundation to oncologist patients. So this is it. Martial arts have something to give back. It's all about a good energy.
So what he's saying is there's a little girl that has cancer. He's flying her out here for the fight tomorrow, and he on Saturday, and he shaved his head like hers to support her. And how much money are you donating to her?
1 million crowns, like Czech crowns.
1 million what?
Crowns.
1 million crowns.
Check money.
$50,000, something like that, more.
You're gonna donate $50,000. I'll match the $50,000. 100,000.
Hell yeah. Dana is going to donate $50,000 to match Yuri Prochazka's donation to the lady who went viral a couple of months ago for cutting her hair in the style of Yuri Prochazka's warrior braid. It was pretty awesome to see, and it was a great moment of positivity in this otherwise very chaotic press conference. Let's take a listen to what happened with Jamal Hill when he got on the mic.
At media day, Yuri said, he knows he needs to keep his hands up against you. Obviously, you've watched his past few fights. He goes in there and you kind of don't know what to expect. So what type of Yuri Prochazka are you expecting when you do step in there on Saturday?
I prepare for the best Yuri Prochazka there is. The best Yuri Prochazka that anybody's seen. That's what I work for. That's what I train for. I'm on my way back. They doing all this right now. It's all good and everything, but we know how fickle fans can be. They sucking a whole lot of meat right now, so it'll be the other way. It don't matter. You just got to put some meat in their face. Pause.
So the crowd's out there chanting Chama, and Jamal Hill is not having any of it. He does not like that one bit. Honestly, at this point, Jamal Hill needs to play into the full heel angle of things. If he goes full bad guy and goes full sore loser, mad, crazy man, it would be really fun to watch just as a character aspect. Kind of the foil to a Alex Burrow who's very silent, stoic in character. So we'll see what happens with Jamal Hill, Yuri Prochazka. Very excited for that one. That one's going to be a fun one on Saturday night. Yuri Prochazka obviously bald there. Dana White had a couple things to say. LA right now going through some trouble, and all our love and prayers go out to the people of LA who are struggling right now with the fires. Dana White decided to use some odd words there. MMA Guru pointed this out. He kept using the phrase fired up. This crowd is really fired up. They're all fired up here in LA. I don't know, Dana. That's a little bit of a poor choice of words there. A little bit darkly humorous there. Kevin Holland, Ranier de Ritter face off. Let's take a look. Pretty casual, all smiles, nothing of note there. Yuri and Jamal got very, very tense. Beneil and Moicano, a little bit more tense there between them. Beneil knows that he needs to get a win here. Moicano obviously ascending up the ranks, has the momentum behind him. Can he get it done and move on? Here is the Prochazka and Jamal Hill walkout face off. This one was tense as hell. Staring each other eye to eye. They're about the same height. These guys are going to match up, and it's going to be something awesome. cold-hearted, cold-blooded, stone-cold killers right here. Jamal Hill and Yuri Prochazka facing off for one last time. Yuri was the one who did not break eye contact. Jamal Hill decided to look away first, broke eye contact. So if we know anything of what that means, Yuri Prochazka, based on vibes so far, looks to be winning the battle. Now, Islam and Sarukian, bit of a casual face-off. They fought before. This is a rematch from 5 years ago. Arman's first fight in the UFC was against Islam Makhachev, and it was a close contested wrestling matchup. Very, very fun fight. Go back and rewatch it if you care to see that. It's a great one. This is going to be a rematch. Both these guys have improved immensely since then, and they faced off pretty casual there. Now, let's take a look and a watch at Umar and Merab's face-off. Tense and angry the whole entire fight build-up. Merab very interested in getting right up in Umar's face, but Umar standing there like a Chad he is. What a legend, both these guys. This one's going to be a fun one. Both taking this a little bit injured, banged up coming into this one, so we'll see how it turns out. Let me know what you guys think about all these fights in the comments down below. Lots of face-offs, lots of chaotic moments. Nothing crazy, nothing too, impactful on the night. Nothing that really stood out in terms of one-liners. It was not the worst press conference, not the best. Merab was yelling a lot about nonsense and immigration and weird things. Yuri and Jamal had a great face-off there. Moicano, obviously Money Moicano, came out there, threw the money out to the crowd. That was a great image. But at the end of the day, I just want to hear what you guys think about it. It was a fun one. So, let's see you next time.